Good afternoon. We are very excited to be here at Cannes Lions 2025 with some of the most forward-thinking minds in media and marketing. My name is Fred Clark, and I lead marketing at Roundel, Target's retail media business. And I am super excited to be joined today by Obele Brown-West, the new, can I say new?
You can still say new. I think for another week, we can still say new, maybe.
Perfect. The new president of Colle-McVoy. So really excited to chat with you today, and just wondering if we could kick it off with just a kind of an overview for our audience. Tell us a little bit about Colle-McVoy as well as what your new role entails.
Yeah, so thank you for having me. Very excited to be here. As you said, I am new. This week is officially 6 months into the role, but excited to be a part of Colle-McVoy. I've been a huge fan of Stagwell for many years. Colle-McVoy is the mid-size creative muscle and fully integrated muscle of Stagwell. So we do everything from creative, media, brand planning, brand experience design. For us, our key tenant is that creativity, media, experience, and culture can all fuse together in order to really deliver results for our clients. And so very excited to be a part of leading our next wave into the future.
Yeah, and you've been working with Target already now for how long?
So Colle-McVoy has been working with Target for 10 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we've been working on all of the brand experience design in store for Target for 10 years. And most recently, I've started working with Roundel, and very excited that we continue to grow our partnership together.
Yeah, and so for us, it's been a rewarding year and a half now at this point. But we're really excited because we just recently launched our new brand campaign,
yes,
Joy is Good for Business.
We did.
We're very excited. We see that joy is good for business. And what we're doing is really starting to lean into that emotional connection of the Target shopping experience.
Yeah.
And really showing that ads aren't intrusive, but they're more additive to the experience.
That's
what I would ask is, with a lot of the work that we've done with you all have uncovered some insights and some key data points on consumer behaviors from a Target standpoint. Wondering if you could share some of these with the viewers.
Yeah. Well, what's great is when we started working together on this, it was really rooted in the insight of knowing that Target customers, if an ad is relevant to them, if it really is core to their beliefs, they're excited to engage with it. And so, as we all know, the Target brand is about joy. And so we started trying to dig more into the insights that would help us come up with the new campaign. And as we were looking at the B2B media audience, specific to Roundel, we also saw that held to be true, that B2B media audience is very interested in really understanding and discovering new content and new ways of approaching their media if it's relevant to them. And so as we started thinking about Joy is Good for Business, it felt like it very much aligned with Target as well as what the B2B media audience was consuming or wanted to consume. So really excited that the foundation of the work that we're doing together is really rooted in that insight, and that we're able to show up in a unique way that really stands out from the other retail media networks that are out there, because it is so core to the DNA of the Target brand.
You're absolutely right, Obele. Joy is more than just a feeling. It is a strategic lever. Right. Yeah. And so we talk about that emotional connection, and what you all see on the Colle-McVoy side is you all work with a diverse portfolio of brands. Yeah. And very curious, how has your relationship with those brands shifted your perception or perspective on what marketers are looking for today?
Yeah. One of the core tenets of Colle-McVoy is we're so relationship focused. And I think the brands that we are working with, they're not looking for transactional partners, and that's feeding into how they're working with media as well. They're really looking for media that doesn't feel transactional and feels as if it can actually be rooted in something a little bit more meaningful to them. So all this to say that as we're talking specific to media with the brands that we partner with. They're looking for partners that are actually going to be able to really dig into the consumer insight, not necessarily transactional. They're looking for a little bit more of that emotional aspect. And I think in the business that we do, that's core to how Colle-McVoy also operates. And so seeing a lot of that also coming into the work that we're doing with Roundel and shaping the Joy is Good for Business campaign.
As we start to look at the future, media is accelerating tremendously, right?
Yeah.
The industry is evolving. Marketers want more effective marketing that is going to drive more results for them. And just from your perspective, just curious to know about what excites you about our partnership in retail media going into the future.
Yeah, I mean, a lot does. We don't have enough time for all of it here. But no, I mean, look, the retail media landscape is evolving so much, and I'm excited to see the evolution with new formats. AI is going to come in and disrupt things. The storytelling, the non-transactional aspect of things. I think that there's a ton of opportunity on the horizon. We're in a time right now where it felt like it was getting potentially a little bit cluttered. And now you're starting to see the leaders like Roundel really break through from an emotional connection perspective. So I'm excited just to see how the intersection of storytelling and some of the technology advancements are really going to help us get to that consumer even in a more interesting, diverse type of way. So that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. And I'd love to talk a little bit more about the teamwork that exists between our two companies.
Yeah. I should have said also, one of the things I'm really excited is that we're just continuing to deepen our partnership. Like, we both have great teams, super invested in the work. I love that we are not necessarily a partners of yours. We're actually an extension of your team. So really looking forward to continuing the next wave and continuing to infuse joy into everything that we are delivering to the Roundel consumer.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this partnership as well. When we think about Roundel, we are very laser focused on performance and innovation, right?
Yeah.
We understand that, like, with the current macroeconomy and understanding of where the industry is, every dollar has to work, right?
Yeah.
And so, when we think about performance and what we're doing at Roundel, we recently just launched Precision Plus by Roundel. And what that does is it allows us to further leverage data collaboration as well as signal sharing to really make sure that we're driving optimal results for our clients. We're actually leveraging the native AI optimization capabilities of those off-platform partners to really focus on driving increased performance. And so as we start to think about that, you're talking about signal sharing and data collaboration, and this can all become very complex and technical in the way that you're explaining it. So I'm just very excited about working with Colle-McVoy to really simplify the message and ensure that we're giving our advertisers and brands of all sizes the ability to understand what improvements that we're making that will help drive greater value and return for their business. And so really excited for that journey with Colle-McVoy.
No, we are looking forward to it. The fact that we have everything in one place. We have our media team, who is a part of the Roundel journey. We have our creative team, brand experience, the whole nine. Like, we're really looking forward to taking all of the insights that we have, not only as your partner, but also a customer, to really bring that to life in a simplified way to continue Roundel's growth.
Perfect. Well, before we close out today, I'd really just like to thank you for your partnership, your willingness to come over to the Roundel studio. I think at some point we're going to head over to Sport Beach.
We are going to go to Sport Beach and have some fun at Sport Beach.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and really hope that you enjoy the rest of your time at Cannes, and looking forward to the rest of our partnership.
Yeah, looking forward to it too. And thank you so much for having me today. This was fun.